Hey, it's Taylor Rick, and what do you know? I'm actually doing another one of these videos. It's been the entire year of 2023 so far, is what it feels like since I've done one of these. As some of you might be aware, I am a tad bit busy. There is a server war going on, lots of things happening. It's been a ton of fun. It's still a ton of fun, and I'm looking forward to keeping it going. We'll see how things work out for the rest of this year and how many of these breakdown videos I can actually make. Part of the reason that it's taken a while to get around to one of these is the next one on my list that I wanted to do was about this Market Watch tool, and specifically get into something of detail with it that I hadn't really ever shared with anybody before, as I think it's important. Some of you might not think it's important, but I do. So not to mention, you know, there's so many videos going around right now, and so much commentary on Reddit, YouTube, and of course over on all of our Discords about the state of the game and everybody being pissed off and upset. And frankly, that's gotten me a little down from the standpoint of just not wanting to watch any of that stuff or read any of that stuff, because I love this game and I'm still having a good time with it. And I don't think it's broken by any stretch of the imagination. It works. These thousands of people that are talking about it being broken and not being great and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, sure, there's problems with the game. There's problems with every game, but I still see them flying around. So anyway, I'm going to maintain my positive, upbeat attitude with it until NetEase finally breaks me. We'll see how far into the year we can get. So let's dive into this Market Watch tool. I update this every Wednesday. I post about it over on our Discord, the E1 Discord, Echoes of New Eden. And I make sure that you have a link there as well so that you can get this kind of data, which is, you know, I can give you the overview here and you can see this index, this history of everything that's going on. These are, of course, based off of the market estimation from that week. That's why I do it on a Wednesday right after the balance patch, or the patch anyway. These are just indexes of raw ores overall, planetary resources overall. You can kind of see what the trending is. Obviously, we're trending down, as you can see here for minerals. Yeah, or anyway, raw ore is trending down. This is a spike. Just ignore that. That was me when I first started and screwed it up. But minerals themselves took a nice bounce up at the end of the year because of the war, and they really haven't overall. This is the overall index, right? There's certain minerals here that's going to make this really skew, like morphite. But overall, minerals kind of went up and stayed up over the course of this year so far. So not too bad. Obviously, planetary resources kind of taking a little bit of all over the place. And you can break that down, obviously, by going into the details. You can see the fuels, you can see alloys, gases, and then, of course, get into, okay, well, there's lustering alloy. There's sheen, right? And you can kind of see their trending tool over time. Now, I do have an import link as well, so that every time when I update this, before I even upload it to this tool, it'll update on your sheet if you want to import that. That is actually live and over on the Discord as well. You can get it there. Easy enough. So you can kind of see what the tracking is and the trends are and everything. That's all cool and fine. Obviously, titanium has just rock bottom. It's it's on its way to 1 and is gonna stay there. A lot of other minerals are kind of in the same boat as well. Again, there's some aberrations there. Don't worry about this one here with Zydrine. That's, I must have fat fingered something. I don't know what the hell. Anyway. But look at morphite, right? This is what really is pushing the normal prices up from the end of the year last year to now. It's more than doubled, right? So morphite is the only one that's really come on strong. Of course, it's capital material, right? It's about the only thing it's used for. It is the only thing it's used for. It's capital material. So it's used in some upgrades of certain things as well outside of actual capital shipbuilding as an added mineral. Well, not really. No, that's still Jump Raider's still capital. So at any rate, the main thing I want to go over here in this video isn't all of that. I've talked about that before, but it's really to talk about this, right? And I've had a video before talking about how you can make enough for Duo Omega every month off of just an outpost with 2 resource extractors, 2 REMs. And the reality is, if you do it right, you can make enough for a couple of characters. So I'm going to go right to... Well, I can click on here and show you the Word document at any rate. And that'll break down how this is done for you so that you can figure out how to do it. But it eventually starts over in the resource list, right? And so what you do when you're walking through this is you figure out what constellation you're going to be in. You can filter it by region, you can filter it by constellation, and then you get an idea of where you're at. And once you're there, you can go in and do actions, data, compute, put in your specific skills, whether you're 555, 554, whatever your max number of miners are per planet, and then be able to tell you, based off of the market value that I'm uploading every week, which ones are going to make you the most amount of money. This is how you do your planning without having to go, just figure it out or look at it or try to mark it up or map it. This will do it all for you as it is. And so let's walk through actually doing it. We're going to go to Universe Planetary Resource List. We're going to filter by constellation. We're going to pick a constellation somewhere. I'll probably just, I don't know, I'll figure it out when I get over there. And then we'll go through and compute exactly which ones are going to give us the most market value, as you can see right here, and go accordingly to that. Let's see, go back over here. So we'll go to Planetary Industry Locator. We will go to Actions, and we will filter. And we will filter by region. And we're just going to pick one from a drop-down. Actually, we want to do it by constellation. And then we'll just do it by a drop-down. We'll just randomly pick a constellation somewhere. Let's just say that one, right? It knows all the constellations in the game. So here's this, right? So this gives you everything from, obviously, what's there, planet type, planet number, the resource, whether it's poor, rich, output, and then, of course, what the market value is. You could just tap right here for market value and do descending, and there is what's going to give you the most value from top to bottom, whether it's medium, poor, or not. Oh, I picked one in Venal. I didn't even realize that. So that's pretty easy. This is a pretty shitty constellation, honestly. I've seen some where this number is 5 times that. But that's really all you... Oh, that's for one output. That's right. We haven't done the extra parts of this here. So we can go in here and go into data. I was going to say, this looks shitty. Compute. Right? Oh. I see what I did. J times K times 20. Apply. There we go. And now we can see our market output, right? There's a bigger number. So we're going to get, this is per hour output, right? This is your hourly output, the way I did that formula real quick. So that's 114,000 per hour right here, just from plasmoids. And of course, plasmoids. So looks like for this area in Venal, your best bet is nothing but plasmoids. For however many, and then of course oxygen isotopes. Fuel is definitely in vogue. Oh, but look at that, toxic metals right behind it. So it just depends on the region you're in and the area that you're in. But again, I'll go through that again real quick. Let's go to data. Let's go to compute. And what you're looking to do here basically is, and I put it as just output, but you can label this anything you want. So if you want it hourly output, so that it's obvious when you go back and look at your screens. Then all you have to do is go down here and look at the compute screens and make sure you're getting the right thing, right? So J, which is your output, I want to multiply that by K, which is our market value, and then I want to multiply that by how many miners I have. Maybe I only have 12, right? So I'm going to hit apply. I've just updated it. There's my hourly output with only 12. So I can compare now as well between what if I have 12, what if I have 20? What if I only had a planet in the area that I was going to be extracting some stuff from without an outpost, right? With just me, myself, and I. The max you can get is 6 planets with 12 miners on each one without an outpost, without any REMs. Maybe that's what you have to do for a while until you get your REMs and your outpost anchored and your REMs up. In the meantime, still the same scenario here as far as what you're going to be making, obviously, because of the market value and the output per planet. But at least it gives you a breakdown that way as well, and comparison of what kind of an investment do I want to make in this area and how much of a return am I going to get on that investment. It makes it very easy for you to do. Unfortunately, there's no simple way here to, I think I just screwed that up. I don't know if I can, no, I just minimized it. I don't know if I can export. Let's try it. I don't think I can. Hey, look at that. I can download it. And now I can have this in my sheet offline. And if you have my market tool already put in place, then you don't even have to come back to this website. You can just have the numbers. Oops, you can just have the numbers updated every Wednesday and see how these things are fluctuating. And then if you need to make some changes because of material values going up and down, then you can come back here and refresh it and run it again and see where the changes have occurred. Otherwise, you can just kind of keep track of it in your own sheet from there on out and not even have to go back to the website. So all in all, I think it's extremely handy. Jarmog is the one who created this tool way back in the day, sometime mid last year. I took it over at the beginning of the year when he stepped away from the game. And I've been maintaining it since. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I hope you guys get some use out of it. I hope you find it helpful to you. I know it's helpful to me as I'm moving some things around and setting up some new areas. So for some new builds in some different places, that'll be fun. Void. Anyway, no. Alt isn't try mark. Sorry. I lose track of all these tunes. At any rate, have any comments, questions, feedback, let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys, see who's using it, see how you're using it, and give me suggestions on any improvements. I'm happy to call Jarmog and tell him to change some things, because I don't have a freaking clue how the code underneath all this works. I've tried. I've really tried. But anyway, that's it for today. It's a short breakdown. I'll be back again next week with another video. I'm sure it'll be on something that's fun and enjoyable with this game. I hope you're having as much fun with it as I am. I'm Taylor Rick, and this was The Breakdown.